Chrissy K Expressions 111, always talking faith talk, girly chat, girly stuff. Health is the new wealth, and if you want it, you're going to find it here. So let's talk. Let's talk today about some psychological things, some emotional intelligence, some spiritual warfare, all of that, how we going to combine all of that together, and some boundaries. Okay? Because, yeah, that's going to be important. Anyway, so as we know, things are always going on around us, but we got to stay so focused and so tunnel vision that we don't get distracted, because God has a plan for us. Each of us has a purpose. Each of us have a plan. We woke up this morning, so what does that mean? We have purpose. So we got to stay focused. Everything that pulls on us does not need our attention, because if we release out every bit of attitude or whatever it is, if we give in everything our energy, we're not focused. We got to learn the power of no. We got to understand that every bit of confrontation that comes at us, we can't lash back out at it. Sometimes you just got to walk away. Sometimes you got to not respond. Sometimes you just got to have time for you. And you got to be okay with that. Don't you know a lot of people are afraid to say, you know what, I don't want to be bothered today? Not me. I'm getting older, and I realize I don't really want to be bothered all the time. And that's okay. When you're on a spiritual journey and when you're on a healing journey, you need some time for you. You need solitude. And everything and everybody don't need you at the moment. You know, sometimes we got to understand that we're our biggest project, and we got to put in the work. This season, a lot of the things that are going to happen for people is going to be, I did it. I put in the work. I started fasting. I started praying more. I started staying in solitude and instead started staying before God. Even though he blessed you with something that was amazing, you thought like, I don't need to pray as much. No, you need to pray even harder now. Yeah. When you get something, don't think, oh, let me get comfortable. And by saying comfortable, I'm going to slip back into doing some of the things, some of the worldly things that I like to do. You know, I'm gonna slip back in because I'm frustrated and I need this. So I need to start back doing some things to entice my flesh, because some of those things that have been thrown at me, it got me stressed, it got me agitated, it got me worried. No, you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay really, really focused, because sometimes when things come at you and they irritate you really bad, it will wear your spirit down, and Satan knows that. He knows your hiccups better than you. And God is watching the whole time. It's just, you know, he's sitting on the throne. He's watching. He see the story. He even lets the imps come at you and do what they do. But just like he told Job, you could do all that or whatever, but don't, you know, you can't touch him. You ain't gonna be able to kill him. Same thing God be doing with our lives. Sometimes you just gotta stay before God. You gotta stay focused. You gotta know when to say no. You gotta know when to say, you know what, I can't be a part of it. You gotta know when I just need full solitude. I don't need nothing or nobody else. I know I got to go to work. I know I got to deal with my family. I know I got to deal with the people that I live with. So guess what? After I do that, I don't need nothing else interrupting me. And that's okay for you to do that. You know, the people that know you, the people that love you, the people that respect you, they're going to respect that. If people can't respect your boundaries, them ain't your people. You got to understand that. Listen, when you on your healing journey, your spiritual journey, whatever it is, you got to have healthy relationships. You don't need unhealthy relationships. People that's pulling on you, people that's, no. This thing is about you, about fixing you, about getting the plans and the goals that you need. And I'm going to tell you, people come and go, you know, but what you got to do, you got to always remember you. You got to start putting you first. And when I say you got to start putting you first, you got to start putting you first in a way that I love me so much, ain't nothing finna stop me today. Ain't nothing finna shift my energy. I'm not finna let that vex my whole entire day until the point I'm so aggravated, I'm so stressed, I can't even think straight. That got to stop. And you know why? And you know how it's going to stop? Is you tapping into solitude. And you choosing the higher road by saying, you know what? I still trust you, God. I still believe that you're going to do it. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to stay before you, God. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Psalms 23, that protection prayer. Psalm 91. You just got to start staying before God. because ultimately, he's the one going to execute everything for you. And on top of that, not just for what he can do, but for or for who he is. Just God is just so amazing. You know, who would you know to lay down their life for you? And that's all. Stay before him. Stay connected to him. Keep your boundaries. Set the tone for your day. Get in solitude and stay in solitude. And keep working on your project until you see the results. You are your greatest project, no one else.